Welcome back to Dragons and Fanfics. This is Dragoni Brony.
And this is Dragon Ginger. Today we're talking about All Glory to the Overgoat. Yes.
You are very welcome.
Yes. Blame Dragoni on this one.
I'm quite okay with this.
Honestly, anytime you see stories like this, usually they're his.
Yet again, you're welcome.
So, this is a story that's just...
A thing.
It's
a thing.
It's a thing. I read through the first 4 chapters. Yeah, 3 chapters. First 3 chapters. I haven't really started the 4th chapter. It's marked red, but of course I haven't finished it. But anyway, so you know what? You do the synopsis. You've told me about this story before, so I want you to do the synopsis.
All right. Well, first off, it's an incomplete story, so I'm going to butcher this horribly because I don't know exactly where it's going. But basically, Grogar, which I believe is a season, not a season 1, but a series 1 villain, memory serves.
Yeah, he's series 1.
Okay. Gen 1, why am I saying series 1? It's not fucking Gundam. Gen 1 villain, and he's a prime evil. Because the lore is amazing in this fucking story.
The lore is interesting.
The gods Hasbaro
and in the beginning there was the Hasbaro.
The Hasbaro.
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 Yeah, that can be pronounced multiple ways. And the Faust.
And they started creating the universe and all this fun stuff. And then they got into a little fight. And then they said, fuck it, we're done. So they stopped. And, yeah, that was the thing.
Somehow that unsealed the great evil, which of course, the great evil or some which of course, the heroes defeat. Yada yada yada. You heard the story 1,000 times.
Okay.
Is basically what it says.
Yeah. Like Alicorns were made specifically to fight the thing. They won, but then all evil got split up to prime evils, and the Alicorns started taking out the prime evils. And Grogar was by far the weakest and smallest of all prime evils. So what does he do?
He learns shit.
He sat in a corner and jerked off for a while. He had some frustration pent up, I assure you.
Well, admittedly, if you were called the smallest and weakest of the prime evils, bitch, please, we're supposed to be the end-all be-all of evil, and I'm the weakest one.
Yeah. But no, so anywho, he does this, and he starts learning. He spends fucking thousands of years just acquiring knowledge and making spells and gathering power. Literally, he just kind of sat there and inhaled power for a while. It's a thing he did. But I digress. So eventually, though, he gets to the point where he's so powerful, not even the all-evil being could stand a chance to him. That's
he became more powerful than his original true evil form.
Which makes him the true evil, because, he surpassed the original. But I digress on that little synopsis thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the Alicorn sisters, Celestia and Luna, go to fight. Fight, quotation. They wreck his army. I'll give him that.
And in a few minutes they destroyed half his army, and then he went.
Well,
no.
Yeah. Now let's put this on hold here. Their fight lasted, according to the story, 8 hours, give or take, and it was just Grogar, nonstop, just
pounding the ever-living shit out of them.
Yeah. Once he got bored of that, essentially, is what it came down to. He decided that he was gonna show off a bit, and made.
I have found you wanting.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a god. Is the best way to sum that up. He blotted out the sky with magical death orbs.
Millions of them.
It's the only.
Literally millions
of them. It's the only proper way to summarize that. And before he was to strike down Celestia and Luna permanently, Celestia shot off a little pea shooter of thingamagic that Grogar felt no need to dodge because it couldn't hurt a toddler. Even Celestia felt ashamed about that. And then, the gods of chance decided to roll a dice.
Literally, god of random chance, took a d20, rolled it.
It was a 5.
He swears it's a natural 20.
Which he then coughed and knocked over, and if anybody asked, it's a natural 20. So it hit Grogar's bell. Critical, that fucker. Destroyed his bell, which is where he kept all of his magical power.
Because his body was too weak to contain it all.
I'm sorry, I feel like I didn't say power appropriately when referring to Grogar. His magical power! Yeah, no, it was.
I'm sorry
It
for.
put bite biceps.
I'm
to
really
shame. I was-
apologetic. I feel sorry for people who listen to us with headphones in because I feel like we're really loud with headphones.
Yeah, just power! My eardrums.
Power!
My eardrums have felt the power. But no. So that was the thing that exploded, and it destroyed Grogar's body. Kind of thing. It killed him, but it didn't completely annihilate him, which is the only way to destroy a primeval.
Yeah,
apparently.
it didn't. It killed him. It sucked out all his energy, so he had no energy left. But his body was still there.
Yeah, and then somehow they managed to have enough power left after the beatdown to banish him to his realm that he made and shit like that, which apparently he has a whole other
Well,
planet
his
inside.
his army retreated, and yeah, he had his own realm that was connected to the real world, but it was contained in the shadow world or something.
Some
world
stupid
of shadows.
mix match
Yeah.
bullshit there. Read it to get the more appropriate wing up that. Either way,
Yeah,
he's been
definitely
dead
read the
for
story.
1,000+ years now or so. He made a donkey immortal. That's a very important bit. Also healed him of his crippling anatomy because he made Parkinson's victims look normal.
I haven't read that part yet.
Yeah,
so
yeah, he makes.
keep going.
So that donkey is his immortal butler.
More like vassal, really, because he actually doesn't have any power. Like literally, he doesn't have political power.
Gora?
He can't.
the
No,
butler?
Bray.
Bray? Oh, he
Bray
has
can't-
it all.
Bray can't do anything. He said he's like I
He has
can't
not official,
I can't
but
command or anything.
He's still viewed because he was there when Grogar was there and nobody else was. So he's viewed as not only a proper historian, but as like that is what Grogar would do. That is what Grogar would do. Well, we will attempt to do that. So he's kind of
Not that they really did anything after they believed Grogar to be actually permadead.
Yeah, but I digress. Either way, he has power. He just doesn't officially have power, which is a good thing because Grogar, before the human got put in Grogar, I'll get to that in a second, decided to curse the entirety of the realm. Death by lightning. To the nuts. Yeah, anybody who claims to have power over the realm, without some very key wording put in, mind you, death by lightning storm to the nuts. So,
I haven't reached this point. That's
Someone
hilarious
decided they were
to
to
hear.
get smart, and they went 20 kilometers down into the earth, made a cave, sealed it off, and declared themselves rulers over his planet. 20 kilometers down in a cave, sealed off. This man died by a thunderstorm to the nuts.
How many watts of energy is that? Isn't that like billions of kilowatts?
Yeah, just gonna point out, apparently they heard his screams of pain and terror. That fucker got some vocals, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
no.
the miracle is that he wasn't burnt to a crisp instantly and his vocal cords actually still worked.
I'm assuming it's a magical thunder at that point, because fuck, man. But I digress.
He made it so that they would be heard.
Okay, so basically everything I said besides the whole magical thunderstorm thing was all happened in the prologue. Now when we get to the actual story, Grogar, who apparently and somehow has now had a human put inside of him.
Because
I don't know how.
his soul didn't come back or some shit.
Some stupid bullshit like that. Either way, there's a human inside of him now. And this human...
Gotta look up the line.
Yeah.
The second chapter opens.
He got woke up, and his response was fucking... like...
For ages untold, I have slumbered. Who dares to awaken me? I can't pull off an evil voice well enough. I need to record a friend who does
Honestly,
a perfect devil voice.
I don't feel like it'd be a devil voice. I feel like the human who's just woken up would be more of a Grogar. For ages untold, I have slumbered. Who dares awaken me? One of those things is like, I will fuck you up. What do you want, voice? But no, so he then responds to, because his fucking goat of...
Draw a bath for me, not too hot and not too cold. Then you will gather a score of virgins and have them form a throne for me with their bodies. Finally, you will then prepare me a breakfast of beer and pancakes.
Yep. That was his first demand.
Beer and pancakes. Wheaties may be the breakfast of champions, but beer and pancakes are the breakfast of gods.
And that is a quote. But I digress. So after he gets done with his bath, which was a dusty bath apparently, because they didn't have enough people on staff to clean.
Yeah. Everybody
sense,
in the realm believes he's permadead.
Although they do still worship him as a god.
Yeah, Pitying slaves and coin and yeah,
all that fun shit. But I digress. Anywho's, so that was the thing. So then, now this human, he looks up to Doctor Doom.
Wait. The Doctor Doom?
Oh yeah, he looks
the Doctor Doom.
Yeah, like as a comic book. He's not from He's not from that universe.
No, but
because he's like he's like, I wish to be a good, proper tyrant like Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom had his own realm and kingdom, and his subjects loved him. Nobody dared to attack him, because you don't attack the mad scientist who will and can make something to fucking wreck your shit for eternity. His only flaw,
so true.
He pointed out, he's like, the only flaw with Doctor Doom, honestly, that he could point out was that he couldn't get over his thing with fucking not Bruce Banner, Mr. Fantastic, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, they were best friends and
best enemies.
Friendly rivals.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of what it would be, but yeah, and they were they were infected by the radiation at the same time.
Yep.
Although it didn't show for Doom until later.
Yeah. Well, because he has the weirdest fucking thing. Also, Doctor Doom has a massive talent for magic.
Yeah!
Like,
you didn't realize that? That's like half of his powers are magic.
No.
He's not only a genius scientist, he's a genius magician.
I know, he would be the fucking... It's either...
He literally requires...
He would have become Shazam if Shazam literally had, like, I can't increase the finger distance small enough. Make the finger difference small enough without them actually touching. That is how much more magical potential Shazam had than him. And for some weird Elder Gothic reasons, like, it's still more by 0.00001. Still more. And Dr. Eve...
No. And in this one, the gods of random chance rolled a d20 again. Which should it be? 8. Shazam.
Yep, at that point, that D20. Even for Shazam, odd for fucking...
Doom.
Doom.
That's an 8.
Alright, Shazam it is.
I'm pretty sure that's actually how that was decided. Like, the comic book creators are like, okay, this is 8. Shazam's the one.
Yep, but
Dr. Doom has to stay a villain, I'm sorry.
Yep, I digress, though. Because now we're
getting off topic. But actually, that was a good one.
Yeah. He looks up to that, and that's the kind of tyrant he wants to be. Because let's face it, he wants to be a benevolent. He wants to be Celestia.
He wants to be
a benevolent tyrant.
He wants to be Celestia's in her perfect form. I don't think Celestia is in her perfect form in this story. Like, she is not a benevolent tyrant in this one. It feels like she's a benevolent monarch, but not tyrant.
She's definitely
so
far. Celestia is definitely a benevolent tyrant troll.
Oh, yeah. And then there's Star Eater, the latest chapter. It's like, holy shit, you pulled that off too well, woman.
Yeah, you did, but I digress. But yet again, we're not getting started on this.
No. We'll go off. Yeah. I can't speak English today. I apologize.
Yeah. But anyway, so he wakes up, he takes his dusty bath, realizes, he's like, well, I'm a fucking goat.
Yeah.
That was his response to that, him becoming a goat. I'm a fucking goat. Okay. He assumes he's asleep.
What was it? On the crime of being metal as fuck, goats are found guilty.
Yes. You see any wolves?
As a metalhead, goats are fucking heavy metal.
Yeah. But no.
Dragons are probably the only thing that's more metal.
I don't know. Dragons are always getting slayed by a fucking goat in the covers. It's the yin and yang of metal.
Okay.
Goats are definitely the tiger reference in dragons by default.
Dragon. It's uneven. It's a dead heat battle. Yeah. Goats may have.
I don't know. I feel like goats get more contact with Satan with all that sacrificing.
Oh hell yeah!
But I digress.
Goats also always are the ones that get sacrificed. That's what dragons have over them.
Well, who the fuck's gonna say? Who? How many people are you willing to lose to sacrifice a dragon? Let's be rare.
I'm going to fucking sacrifice a dragon. Actually, me and Bobby were talking about we're planning to get a I know the soft topic, but it's still on topic, so it's close enough. We're talking about the story. We're talking about point of the story that goats are metal as fuck.
That's true. That is
We're on
story.
track. But here's the anecdote. So me and Bobby were talking about the con van. You've heard the plans for it, right?
Yeah.
And we were joking about needing to get an autopilot system, put blind sensors on it, blind spot sensors, and making it so that, autopilot this shit.
I have no issues.
And Bobby mentioned how I asked him how he'd do that. He's like, fucking magic. I'm like, so we're just going to, summon demons, Ya Cthulhu, Ya Dagon, fucking sacrificing goats here. No, I figured out how we're going to do it. People are going to sacrifice a fucking dragon.
I feel like that'll save us a lot of money. Find a dragon, kill a dragon in a sacrificial altar.
And probably a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, because let's be real here.
Summoning Cthulhu and Dagon to get an autopilot system in an old van for a con van? Totally possible. I'm sure they've done it.
Yeah, they're at that point in time, they're like,
But it would
again.
cost a bit.
Oh, a bit of your sanity as well, I'm assuming. But then again, you are...
Wait. I have sanity points?
You still have 12 sanity points.
Bitch, please! Get rid of those! I want pay!
I see, but by knowing me, you gain sanity.
But... Backwards logic is sound on this one.
Yep.
Jury's not out.
Jury's not out. Jury's made the decision and then left.
I've been found guilty. I have sanity. God damn it!
Okay, but anyway, so he goes and takes his bath, gets brought in, and he goes to eat his beer and pancakes, and he has a throne of virgin slaves. Which should not have been that way, by the way.
I do question, how do ponies, because, no, this is not anthropomorphic. No, it's, although there's a human tag, there's actually no human in it.
Oh, they do have the main thing, his main army are of bipedal demons, basically. Who are dwarves.
Okay.
No, they are dwarves. Like, no matter how they just don't have the beards. And they're demons.
Then they're not fucking dwarves!
Their fucking entire religion revolves around Grogar and the fact he gave them good alcohol. That is why they worship him.
Gnomes also have beards. Gnomes also require beards. They're fucking miniature elves.
No,
they are fucking miniature elves. You cannot be a dwarf. I don't care if you worship liquor. You cannot be a dwarf without a fucking beard.
Like, let me put it this way. They were happy.
End of discussion.
They were happy with him when he gave them land and a place to live that wasn't constantly being attacked by monsters. They were thankful to him when he gave them food and knowledge and had all that shit how to make their own things. They worshipped him when he gave them every alcohol you could ever think of.
99 bananas.
Yep.
UV blue.
Yep.
Amaretto.
Yep.
Cognite.
Yep.
Jim Beam.
Yes.
Moonshine. Well, of course.
Yes,
moonshine is the most basic of basic liquors.
Let me put it this way. I do believe the quote in that thing is so Grogar then gave them every liquor in known existence in the universe. Because his planet he pulled from got it from a different universe. And took that planet and stuck it in his realm. Grogar was so powerful, he broke into the multiverse and took a planet and was like, this is mine, fuck off.
I vote to become one of these beardless demon
Dwarves?
mini elves.
Okay,
I want to become one. They have all the liquor. No, that's just my inner alcoholic talking, folks. I'm not really an alcoholic.
But that's another sign of Grogar's power right there. But anyway, so he goes in there, he sees the throne thing, he tells them to stop that. He wasn't really actually serious about that shit.
Well, he was. He was just like, that does not look comfortable.
Yeah.
That was his response. That looks less comfortable than I thought. You know what?
Just give me a chair.
Just get a chair. You ladies can
Eat some food.
Walk away. Walk away.
He's like, no.
Pull apart.
You ladies, disassemble yourselves and sit down and eat some food.
I can't eat all these pancakes by myself. The funny thing is, we're almost quoting verbatim this story to you folks. Like, seriously, the guy who wrote this uses such casual language.
Until he's, in Grogar the Mighty Power stance area.
Yeah. The opening line. I got a kick out of this. The opening line to the prologue. So here's the story, man. That gives you a very good indication of what the level of language is in this story. It's brilliant in my opinion because he makes it work. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. At least that's what the shrooms tell me, man. But what do they know? They tell me stuff about pink elephants and about ponies walking on the moon and other wicked crazy stuff like that. You sure you don't want one? It'll open up your mind, man. That or make you crazy. Or both. It's really hard to tell the difference.
That is the final paragraph of the prologue, word for word. That is a story you will read.
You know what? If somebody told me this face to face, I'd be like, yeah, I want one of those shrooms, man.
Yeah, go ahead. It's like, fuck it. I'm crazy. Pretty sure I'm already there. So open the mag, see more.
I have a pedigree and I have the paperwork to prove it. I am clinically insane.
And that brings us to my case. But anywho, so as he's eating his beer and pancakes with his donkey and slaves, which are ponies, by the way, because Celestia couldn't save all the ponies that they had kidnapped throughout this whole campaign thing that Grogar did on a question.
Yeah, several thousand ponies were enslaved, and
breeding camps became a thing.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, their last count was about 800,000 ponies to the 100,000 frogs. I believe they're what their name is.
Yeah, the beardless mini elves, frogs.
We gotta come up with an acronym for that.
Beardless mini elves. BME. BME. BME.
The me.
BME.
The BMEs.
BMEs.
Yeah,
I need somebody to draw me art of one of these BMEs.
What are you? I'm a man. Beardless mini elf. Frog. Beardless mini elf.
BME.
BME. Okay.
BME.
But no, so
where's the alcohol, BME?
As he's doing all this, he runs out of beer at one point, so one of the slaves goes to refill it for him, and she messes up and pours it on him. Now, Grogar of old would have done some pretty evil things that he won't go into detail about.
Heinous things that no human can comprehend.
Yeah, his reputation was so good that once the slave realized what she was doing, she grabbed an old wooden spoon and tried to slice her throat with it. That's reputation right there.
The quote was, you'll do amazing things when you've got a gun pointed at your hand. Apparently being named Grogar, it's like the equivalent of pointing a 12-pounder cannon at somebody's head and or nuts.
Yeah.
Wow, folks. Holy shit, yeah, you get shit done with a name like that if that's the case.
Yeah. But also, as she's sitting there trying to slice her throat with a spoon.
Can we vote for Grogar? sounds like you'd be a better candidate than Trump or Clinton.
Did you vote for me? Nope. Dead. Did you vote for me? I just did. I mean, good old democracy at its finest right there.
Hey, that's probably better off than what we're at right now.
I mean,
actually, no, that's not probably. It definitely is better than what we're at right now.
Magical talking goat as president.
Vote for it.
I mean, if the magical talking goat, that's like...
Last time I voted for Cthulhu.
Definitely he did not come on top on that.
I know. I was sad Mickey Mouse didn't come out on top last time. Hell, Mickey Mouse has actually won, folks. Look that shit up. He has won multiple elections.
Out of curiosity, does that mean that Disney would then be in charge of that?
No, Mickey Mouse himself would be. But since he's a character and couldn't be alerted of his winning, they had to go with the runner-up. That's literally how it worked.
That's fucked up. What if his VP?
His VP would probably be Donald Duck. That or Goofy.
Well, see, eventually Disney's just going to start killing off characters to become president at that point. But I digress.
Actually, there was a time that Walt personally talked to a character. Fantasia. No, Walt talked to Mickey.
Well, let's see. There you go.
Yeah, so there's potential that would have been Walt Disney eventually. But he's also dead.
Or cryogenically frozen somewhere in the basement of the original castle. So
we don't know.
But I digress. Anywho, so as this little chick is trying to slice her throat with a wooden spoon, Grogar tells her to stop, and that's when he sees she is scarred the fuck from whip marks.
Actually, he sees that from the girls on the throne.
Well, he sees that they're all mangled and scarred, and you just assume that thing. But no, this chick was worse. She was fucked up. Like, that was his exact words, were, she's fucked up.
I haven't read it past chapter 4, like I said. Actually, I haven't read chapter 4 yet, so.
Yeah, so. Anywho, so he casts a healing spell on her, under the quote of, I will not have any slave working directly under me be marked by someone else. Sound logic?
Sound logic. That's fine. That is brilliant logic right there.
Here's the thing, though. He cast the same healing spell he casted on the donkey, which made the donkey immortal. So he cast the spell on her, and it cleared up most of the scars. He's like, must be a bit rusty. Anyways, there you go. I'll fix you up later. So she goes back to eating, and then about 10 minutes into the meal, she's moaning. Good moans. And then she starts groaning and moaning and grinding. And even Grogar's like, okay.
What we got going on there?
I know these are delicious beer and pancakes, but you good? And then she sprouted wings. No, sorry, sprouted horns. She sprouted horns first. She sprouted a horn. Bah! And
she fucking went alicorn on the table.
She had an orgasm from that. A virgin. Still, nonetheless. But no. So as that was going, and then he explains to her that she has a horn on her head, and she's like, oh, I'll deal with that later. She's still kind of afterglowing. So she goes back to eating. 5 more minutes passes. Moaning, grinding, twitching,
wings,
salivating. Boom! Wing. And she's just like, oh! Even the other servants are red-faced, applauding her for that one. They're like, oh man, nice man. Yeah.
Hey, if you see an orgasm that good, the only thing you should be doing is applauding. Ladies and gentlemen, applaud that shit. That is talent right there. Raw fucking talent.
But no,
literally fucking talent.
Yeah. But no, so Grogar, so in the back of his mind, he's thinking, heal a donkey, make donkey immortal, you get an immortal ass. Heal a pony, make a pony immortal, you get an alicorn. Things you didn't know today.
You learn something new each day.
Yep. But no. So he's going like that, and by making her an alicorn, Celestia, Luna, Cadence, and Twilight, because she's an alicorn in the story, all are like, oh, what the fuck? What was that? What was that magical surge? And then Celestia and Luna's like, oh fuck, somebody made an alicorn. Quick, cast a scrying spell, see where it's located at. And they find it in Grogar's realm. They're like, fuck! He's awake!
He's awake, he's alive, and he's making more of us.
Yep. But no, so what Grogar eventually finds out about who whipped her and all that stuff, and he goes to send a message. So, he turns out Grogar is a military fucking genius with magical powers of a god, and then some. Which makes a very lethal enemy.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, he's a necromancer, so I mean, that's a thing as well. But Grogar goes into his long jump room, which is big enough to house the entire American army.
Wait, the entirety?
The entirety.
The entirety.
Navy, Marines, all of it.
Coast Guard?
Yeah, all of it.
National Guard?
Yeah. What part of all?
Delta?
Yes.
Green Berets?
Yes.
God fucking damn!
All of it, even the covert shit, dude. He's
My
like,
big brother!
Part of it.
Holy shit. You don't get the song, but whatever.
But yeah, no.
My big brother, Sylvester, has got a row of 40 medals on his chest.
I mean, yeah, they'll fit him in there. He'll be shiny as fuck. But no.
Drank all the water in the sea.
He can fit that in there.
And then he walked his way to Italy.
He can fit that. He can fit that many people in there. Not to mention room for supply crates and all that shit, plus artillery and tanks, all that in that room, which he will then activate the spell, which will then teleport all that to where he wants it to be, and then all he has to do is cast a quick rune spell, and he can send them all back to that room. No supply lines needed. Nothing from attack. I'm here. I'm gone. I'm here. I'm gone. I'm here. I'm gone. That is what he did to Equestria in, what was it, 24 hours?
No, 3 moons.
3 moons.
So 3 months.
3 months.
Because that's how long he knocked Celestia and Luna out.
So in that time, he managed to do that to the entirety of Equestria for the most part.
Half of Equestria.
Which means Equestria is
Surprisingly,
rather
that
large.
means he was doing it at a casual strolling pace. He was not in a hurry.
Yeah, he was just, we'll wait a day. Why? Why not? Fair enough.
I want more beer.
Boom. Yeah, we're back. All right. Yeah. But so he's doing all that shit. So he has that. So he just teleports to this guy who did it, who's a fucking freak coming from me. He made me happy. That's Freak did. The way he did things brought a smile to my face, and yet at the same time a disgusting sense of pride and hate.
Pride and hate is good.
Yeah, but it's a disgusting pride.
Are you disgusted in yourself or in him alone?
Both. I was disgusted in my pride towards him because I was thinking,
You should always be disgusting in yourself, by the way. You are a disgusting person.
When I read what he did, my response was, well done. And then I realized what I was doing, and I was like,
Well, I mean, look at the stories you're recommending. Diaries of Madman, Star Eater.
Okay, Star Eater's not that bad.
Admittedly, Star Eater is not that bad, not even close.
Like,
there was what was the one the one story with Ash in it? A wolf's moon or a pony or a wolf in Equestria or whatever? No.
With Ash?
Yeah.
Oh god, it's the one that had the sequel that you didn't know about until I told you about it.
Yeah, which I refused to read just because that's fucked up as hell.
It's good. There's a lot of it.
It's fucked up as hell.
Fluttershy I got rid.
It's fucked up as hell. Like, fucked up as hell. Fucked up as hell.
Luna got rid if you had a kid.
Hell hath opened up
But
and
I don't
swallowed Equestria.
I don't know if that's true or not. I just wanted to see how that response would get you off. But no, I haven't actually read it. But I know it's good because he did it. I'm assuming the pacing's still shit. I'm pretty sure it's a Wolf Moon though.
Yeah, Wolf's Moon or something. I can't remember.
Something
Anyway.
like that. It's been a while. But I digress. But yeah, no. That's enough about me and my terrible personality and traits. And in general, me being a bad person.
I think anybody who listens to this show,
Should know by now.
yeah. Shout out to the one person at BronyCon who noticed him.
Yeah, kudos, man. We should get out your name. We called out a name shout. But no,
We should have done that long ago, by the way.
We did. The day we came back and we did the video, we were like, yeah, I got noticed. But
Oh, yeah, I guess we didn't really shout it out, but whatever. Hey, still cool if anybody... Actually, we should mention that. We're going to be at MLP MSP.
We are going to be at MLP. Where he said.
That's next June. And then this month we're going to Anime Fusion.
Yep.
So that'll be fun. And hopefully next year we'll also be at BronyCon again.
Yeah.
That's
the plan.
That's the plan. That one, for me, I want to go back to MLP MSP because that's like the home con. It's still a 4-hour drive, but it is the closest PonyCon to home, so it's like my home con.
Yeah.
And I missed it last year.
What is that, 18-hour drive?
16.
16, yeah. So, takes 3 drivers cycling through. God.
My legs died because I did not move.
You died during the drive. Literally, he died. He did.
I was awake.
He didn't breathe.
I was awake and talking, and then I just stopped.
We looked over. He was dead. I mean, we could have opened the door, rolled him out onto the road, and he wouldn't have noticed forever.
At least another 4 hours. But I digress. So anywho, so he teleports to this guy's house where he's currently holding a festival.
Festival?
The smirk, if you could see the smirk on my face, you would know what kind of festival.
Just the tone of your voice, we can tell.
It's
That's
oddest
disturbing.
boner I've ever had feeling coming. I digress. So in this festival, they torture people. Because why the fuck not? Torture ponies. Because why the fuck not? Till they're dead. Torture them till they're dead. This is the second time this festival's happened. And the first time they had to cut the festival short because he ran out of 120 slaves he had on the farm by noon. And they started at 10. Mm-hmm.
That is fucked up as hell.
Yeah, so this year he splurged and decided to get 100,000. They went through half by noon. Then Grogar showed up.
Yeah, fuck, bitch.
No.
Here, let's make it so that you suffer all the pain of all the...
No, he does so much better. So Grogar shows up, and he appears next to the pit where they just dumped bodies from last year and this year. Still there.
Oh, that's a hell of a stench.
Yeah, no, Grogar almost threw up. He's like, oh, Jesus, wasn't ready for that.
Enhanced smell.
Yeah, but no. So he then uses the best necromancy spell ever. He gives them a moral boost.
Wait, what?
He gives them a morale boost. Hey, all you dead people. What? Yeah, that's right. I can see you. I can hear you. And I can touch you. Don't fuck with me. They're like, okay, shit, damn. He's like, guess what I'm going to do for you? What are you going to do? You hate those guys who did that to you. Obviously. You want revenge? Naturally. I can give it to you. What's the cost? Apart from your bodies combining together, making a giant evil troll thingy of death and destruction that will whip his soul and his body to, purgatory
Oblivion.
and back. Revenge. Done. Cool. I need one of you to send a message. Him. He's the freshest kill. What do you mean? Well, he just died on the table. Awesome. Go bring back your body real quick. Go revive your body real quick. So his body revives, and he gives them a message.
Y'all fuck bitches.
No, I will give you the quote for quote message on that one.
Is this chapter 5 or 6?
This one. No, not that one. Nope, not that one.
My big brother,
that's
Sylvester.
That's Big Tits McGee over there.
Had a roll for the medals on his chest.
Nope, not that one. Okay, that's when he turned her into an alicorn. Tits. Children of the grave. Instantly, they all turned towards me, staring at me in surprise. I suppose they didn't expect for anyone flesh and blood to know they were there, let alone address them. Show of hooves. I began with a smile beginning to form on my face. Who wants to see Trog Gob and his cronies get what's coming to them? Without exception, they all raised a hoof, and many of them raised two. Capital, I said with a grin, which would put a shark to shame. Let's get started. Trog Gob finished with the stallion he'd been working on and began cleaning his knives. He'd been quite thorough with the creature and was certain that he'd wrung every drop of blood from it. So imagine, to his surprise, when it sat up, ripping off the restraints that bound it and stared at him, you'll cry out in despair in pants filled with your own urine and feces before you die. The corpse proclaimed in a voice that managed to convey both coldness of the grave, yet also fire of absolute fury. That is a prophecy, one that I have been asked to relay to you. Death is coming, but it will be slower in reaching you than it was for me. I hope you enjoy it, your festering sack of maggot shite. With that, the corpse suddenly burst into green flames, and with a sickening sound, 2 arms burst from its back, tipped with scythe-like claws and flesh, and the flesh on its face peeled away, revealing a horrific skull-like visage. The creature then turned towards the audience and shouted, "Happy festival, motherfuckers!" It then sprang,
I love this
it then
so
sprang onto the
much.
spectators, its new limbs mowing down trogs like wheat before scythe. Screaming blood-filled wheat. That is an insert. Excerpt. Sorry, not insert.
I love shit like that when the dead come back just to get revenge. It's hilarious to me, especially when it's justified. And that just made me giggle.
No, better yet. So Tropgob runs away and seeing all this stuff. And he runs into Grogar. You must be Troggob. Grogar said in a voice distressingly cheerful. We were just talking about you. That was when a massive shadow fell over the mansion, and Tropgob looked up and up and up to see a massive thing formed of bones, darkness, and green witch fire. Tropgog. Gog. Grogar began that damnably cheerful grin on his face. Meet the Edian of the grave, aka every pony that you've killed ever since you took over. They'll be the ones seeing you off in this mortal coil. Not too quickly, though. Turning around to the massive thing, the goat asked, "Tell me, one lash for each pony that he and his friends have killed. How many would that be?" 1,327. A massive thing replied in the voice fit for shaking mountains. "I think that should be enough," Grogar said with a nod. "Don't you?" The elder in the grave held a massive hand up and informed a black whip, long, wicked barb, bathed in green fire and as thick round as a tree. Agreed. Turning back towards Troggob, Grogar stated, "After you felt the full extent of your punishment, all of your cronies and fellow monsters slain for their misdeeds, and the still living ponies have had a chance to come see your tormented form, have been given the opportunity to spit and or piss on your face, then you will die. Then you will have my permission to die." As Troggob let out a wail of despair, Grogar smelled the air and then proclaimed triumphantly, "And the prophecy hath been fulfilled!"
Oh, that is bloody brilliant.
Yeah, that's
I hate you authors who do shit like this. It's just like, where the hell did you shit this out of?
uh
Your ass can't produce this level of gold, but it's obviously shite.
can you can you ass produce a level of gold? I want to find somebody whose ass can produce
There's a way you can do it. Yes, there is a
Just like,
legit
I don't care
way
if you,
to
like-
shit gold.
I don't care if you're farting gold dust. I'll take that shit.
There is a legit way you can shit 42 or 24 karat gold. 42 karat gold.
42 karat gold. It's like,
Holy shit.
dude, that's so pure. It's went beyond pure.
No, there's a way you can shit 24 karat gold,
But
though.
no, so that's a thing, and then so there's this council thing that's going on in the story, and they run the planet.
Of course.
But no, the way they did it is they said they are elected leaders from the people, sit in this council until Grogar and or somebody who is being proclaimed his replacement has returned. Until then, they will see fit to keep running as best as they can in his absence. They are just fill-ins for Grogar, not actual rules.
Nice.
So they didn't get
Smart.
lightning stormed in the nuts. So, anyways, they show up, and the army's riding on ponies.
Wait, what?
Not slave ponies, mind you. They're just riding on military ponies.
Like, cavalry ponies?
So,
French Revolution, Napoleon. Yeah! Charge cavalry ponies. Sweet.
But, like,
Badass.
not just that, they're armored ponies. Like, fucking,
So we got heavy
Heavy armored
knight
you have
cavalry.
Heavy knight cavalry riding, that's just the ponies. And then you got the people on top, which are the frogs, which are fucking also a heavy knight cavalry thing, because they're riding with one of the
Bitchin'.
counselors. Now, this counselor also has to be known as McTitties by Grogar.
McTitties.
That's how he refers to
McTitties, folks. That's a great
McTitties
name.
over there. Made the
That's a
donkey
great
laugh.
name.
But yeah, no, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I like.
Holy crap, we actually got quite a bit recorded so far.
I'm trying to find the thing where she's trying to like entice him to agree with her, and she's just like, have you ever seen a muscle builder do the titty dance? That's what she's doing.
God.
I believe one of the things in this industry is like, and then I'm pretty sure they were bouncing so vigorously and wildly that they swapped places once.
That's not right, man.
And then the head knight that was riding next to her just somehow managed to get a piece of popcorn and she's enjoying the show.
He must be related to Pinkie Pie if he did that.
I
Or
know.
cheese sandwich. Something. He just... Popcorn?
No. And better yet was, so the human inside Grogar apparently went to a Buddhist because his ex-girlfriend had really big tits and just kept getting him in trouble and shit like that. Cause it's just like agreeing by staring at her tits. So he went to a Buddhist temple and learned how to ignore his earthly desires. So he's just staring her right in the face. So she's just getting more vigorous because the more annoyed she gets, she's just, And then another thing is like, and I'm pretty sure she did it so fast and so hard that she broke the realm of physics and knowledge itself that not even I can comprehend how vigorously they were bouncing around.
That's actually, like, impressive.
And then
And that would scare me.
And not once did I break eye contact.
Woman? That's all I gotta say nowadays.
And then
Woman?
as she's explaining things, he then cuts her off and continues, goes off onto the explaining, finishing her for her, and she's caught off guard. She's like, what? He's like, what? Not used to people not staring at your tits? And actually paying attention. She goes, that was quite silly of me, wasn't it? Well, you were trying to seduce a goat, so... What's his response to that?
Not only seduce a goat, but seduce a overlord goat.
Overgoat.
Overgoat.
He coined that phrase. He's like, I heard it once somewhere and I'm sticking to it.
Probably in Goat Simulator.
Probably.
Overgoats.
Yep.
It's a thing.
But no, so anyways. So he's now going to end slavery.
Brilliant.
Yeah, not because he doesn't like slavery, no. He's just going to end slavery because of the giant number differential. So he's like, I'd rather have another 800,000 happy ponies working for me than 800,000 angry ponies working against me.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart thing.
Yeah, so
He's very intelligent. I like him.
Yeah, so he's just going to end slavery.
Then again, I believe we were writing a story with Grogar in it once. What happened with that?
I'm still working on it.
I actually have one of the lines we wanted him to say on in my notes somewhere, and it was absolutely hilarious. It involved him being completely adorable because he was adorable.
Chibi Grogar.
Chibi Grogar.
Because Grogar is master of all necromancers, so he decided just to de-age himself down to he was a chibi size.
Yeah. I'm not cute. Points at Crusader. That is weaponized adorability. Points at Pony. You are cute. Me? I'm an adorable miniature goat who can summon the undead and has an ego the size of Celestia's ass. And that is quoted from Dragoni while we were talking over stacks of pancakes discussing this story.
And that was with me being half asleep, folks.
When he's almost fully asleep, clouds are a day thing.
I stand by that statement.
It's like him half asleep. Actually, him almost fully asleep is like talking to somebody who's drunk, high on marijuana, and half asleep simultaneously.
Just food. That's basically what my brain's going for. It's like sleep, no sleep yet, fine. Food, no food, then sleep. What is that? It's shiny. Where are the clouds? What do you mean? Where are the clouds, brain? That's a fucking day thing, obviously. And my brain was all like.
And he says all this stuff out loud too. He doesn't like think everything. He says it all out loud.
Let me put it this way. I split my mind up into 3 different things. There's me, my brain, and my body. There's me, who argues with my brain, and my body, who argues with my brain, and my brain, who argues with my body. Because let's face it, the brain's trying to constantly outsource things, the body don't like that. But no, so in being like near dead asleep state, you will hear me go, brain, quit being a fucking dumbass, and body, I don't know what you're doing, but quit twitching. And then my other response would be, no, brain, I know it's not you making the body twitch, you're a fucking cunt, and I know it. That was an exact word-for-word quote of me from like 4 days ago.
And you know what? It's hilarious because eventually he'll just fall asleep standing up.
Still mumbling.
So if you hear him talking like that for about what do you say, 3-4 hours?
Give or take.
Yeah, about 4 hours worth. He's bound to fall asleep standing up, possibly with his eyes wide open, any minute now.
I will keep watching you motherfuckers. Don't ever let that stop.
He did it while trying to make a pizza once. Not too long ago, in fact.
I made that goddamn pizza, I'll have you know.
Finished
I
it.
was asleep.
Took the manager coming up and going, are you done? What's that? Oh, wait, yeah, I need to put this in the oven.
Yeah. No, I finished. I work at Domino's, as you all know, and I was making a large.
Which you need to fix that problem of yours.
Yeah. I was making a large hand-tossed extravaganza with double pepperoni, double ham, double beef, double sausage, no mushroom, extra onion, extra green peppers, extra black olives, add salami, and triple bacon.
By the way, that doesn't get you extra anything.
No, and people, if you do that, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, no, they were stoned as shit. So I made that. I passed out, scraping the dough out to stretch it. With my eyes open, customers in the lobby, me holding a conversation with the customer while making this, stretched it, topped it, sauced it, cheesed it, topped it appropriately, exact numbers on everything. And the only thing I didn't do was put it in the oven because I just had it in my hands for 5 minutes. Then my manager came over and told me, he's like, "You gonna put that in the oven?" I was like, "Oh, what? Yeah,
I should do that."
Yeah, I put that in the oven. She's like, "What was that?" It's like, "That was me asleep." She's like, did you just fall asleep just now?" I was like, last thing I remember was scraping dough. She's like, "So you made that pizza in your sleep?" "Yeah." "Go home, Jimmy." "That seems like the appropriate response, thank you," was my response to that. And then I turned around and walked into the oven. I was like, fuck!
Which, amazingly enough, that happens more than most people would think. Yeah, you'd think we'd know where the hell the oven is. This giant monster, 3 conveyor belt oven.
That thing moves.
500 degrees, and yet we still run into it.
Yeah, we will stare right at it.
And run into it.
And we're like, "I'm not going to do it this time." Damn you are! Why?
My shoulder has permanent dents in it from that thing.
I know. Oh, and it doesn't help now that instead of having it over here like this, we moved it down this way and pushed it further out this way. So the walking space we have has gone from this to this. I'm doing hand gestures here so you can't see.
It went from like 2 foot to 1.5 foot.
Give or take, yeah. And then the oven's now the top oven's like further up than where it used to be, so you have to turn and then like step forward to get to what you want, and then turn around and be back. It's inconvenient, but the hood vent works better now because of it, because it's now actually sucking up everything, so it's like less gas smell in the store versus...
Yeah, because it's a gas oven.
It's very hot gas oven.
Yeah, it is. But no.
Yeah.
Okay. I think-
70,000 BTU each.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And there's 3 of them.
Well, I suppose we should call it here because that's the end of the story so far.
We should. So yeah, this is a great story. I'm not even going to try to butcher that name of his.
No, what's the name?
Um.
I like how I asked that. It's like I'm not going to try.
Oh
Really?
no, I was thinking of Star Eater's their author's name.
What, Mongolia?
Yeah,
Mongolia. How's that hard?
I don't know.
Mongolia. Cool.
My head can't. My head can't
from
pronounce.
the anime.
Dude, I
Hitman
can't
Reborn,
English.
And then Kun.
Me no
Mongolia.
English.
It's a Japanese.
Me no English.
Scratch that. Sorry, it's Italian with a bit of Japanese in it.
I don't care. Bucking Nonsense is one who wrote All Glory to the Overcoat. This is a great story. Definitely check it out.
He has done 30 stories.
I'm not even mad. So yeah, check that out. And links will be in description, obviously. So we will catch you all later.